Strap yourself in and hold on to your chair tight. It's another Corp Draw video commentary. This time, coming to you from Phoenix, Arizona, our home. It's the 2014 Phoenix, Arizona Regionals. We are here in the first game of the finals, coming out of the double elimination bracket into the final round. We have Josh Fullmer playing Criminal, and we have Jordan Nelson playing Haas Byroyd, Engineering the Future. My name's Jason.
I'm Brandon.
And we are here to be your hosts on this journey.
That's right.
This
was a long day, coming out of 8 hours of play. It's the end.
It was quite a long day, to be honest.
Yeah, exhausting day. These guys slugged it out, made it to the top two table,
and here we are. They're already in. So we've got an ice over the HQ, and we've got a face down, trying to gain some credits with Haas Byroyd.
Got a trashed Jackson Howard already.
Indeed. He's running all over the place, trying to figure out what he's doing.
The Adonis, keeping it. Doesn't have the money to pay for it.
But he does get a Desperado credit.
He does.
So in this matchup, it was a pretty fast and furious one. Very interesting game as well. I watched it live.
Yep.
And it was a lot of fun. Like Brandon was saying, we played all day, very, very long. Jordan himself, a Fresno resident, drove in for the event the previous night. Josh, a local, of course, Corp Draw's own Josh.
And they had a whole bunch of people from Fresno.
They did.
Came in all together. It was really great. Two of them made the top 8.
Yep.
It was Jordan and Michael.
Michael.
I forget his last name. It was Ellen's.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
It's
a
a tough
one. It's tongue twister.
And then Corp Draw had 2 people in the top 4.
Yes, we did. Josh and our own Jason Flanzer, everyone. This is where you should clap. See a wall of static over HQ.
Very simple. Jordan likes to run the simple ice, the normal HB ice. He likes the solid protection that you get out of the wall of static compared to something you can click through, especially over your HQ playing against Criminal.
Yep. Right now, Josh not seeing a lot of breakers in his hand. I think he has a fairy, which he doesn't need right now, and I believe he has a knight also.
Indeed.
And a sneak door beta.
And we know that Jordan has 2 efficiency committees in hand. A very dangerous start, but the way that Jordan plays this deck, he wants those efficiency committees in his hand.
Josh just pulled a Heal of Hands out of the deck.
It should be noted that Jordan is the player who is undefeated coming out of the first bracket.
Yep.
And Josh had to climb his way back up.
That is correct.
So Josh has to win 2 games now, so we're going to see what happens in this first game.
Boom. Grabbed an accelerated beta test out of his hand. Out of his hand, right?
Yep.
Did he inside job that? Oh, no, that was a sneak door.
That was a sneak door beta.
I think one important note here is that I believe he installed sneak door on his 3rd click and ran on his 4th.
That's correct.
And then immediately Jordan pops the ice over there. As we can see here, obviously Josh can't see this as he's playing, but we can see that Jordan's a little bit agenda flooded right now.
Yeah, the win was in his hand. If he would have gone for a first click,
he probably should have saved that for the start of the next turn and then ran 3 times.
Exactly. When you pull an agenda off of the top of RMD, he's going to be like, okay, now that ice, I'm going to allocate to that. And it looks like Jordan was fishing for ice. And you know by what he's played before that he does not have much ice. So I think that might have been a misplay by Josh.
I think that is a little bit of a misplay by Josh.
Especially not thinking there's going to be snares in the deck or anything that's really worrisome. You want to see 3 whole pulls out of your sneak door beta.
Absolutely. And the thing with Jordan's deck, it's an HB fast advanced deck. He does not need any money to be scoring agendas once he scores the efficiency committee. So watch for that, folks.
Yeah, and I think that when you see the green level clearance, I think that's kind of a clue to think that, hey, this was probably fast advanced. This isn't Big Ice. Big Ice is going to want to run a little bit different kind of economy. And also you're going to see a lot more ice. With Jordan not being able to play ice right out of the gate, it's kind of worrisome. But
protecting HQ some more. He's obviously worried about account siphons and whatever.
But Jordan has a ton of credits.
Yep. I mean, there's all sorts of shenanigans in HQ that we could be pulling. So we see an Eli. See if he clicks through.
He does click through.
Clicks through. Just misses one. Right now does he have 2 or 3 in his hand?
I know he has at least 2.
2, yeah.
So very, very strong.
A little bit unlucky there, too, for him.
Indeed. And you can see Jordan is obviously okay with this, and I think he wants to make a play for an efficiency committee out of hand.
Yeah.
So let's see what he does here. He's sitting on a ton of credits. Jordan, very good with his clicks. He's not just saying I install or do something out of hand.
I think right now he's playing the biotics right now, I believe. He just hasn't pulled them out of his hand. There they go. So 2 biotic labors, and he's going to score the efficiency committee with 3 counters on it.
So why invest so much in that? I guess we'll have to see what Jordan has to think
That's right.
about. It's quite a large investment to do a double biotic to get out of his hand. He might have felt the pressure, or it might have been all part of his plan all along.
That's right.
He lays down the fairy, feels really safe.
Victor 2.
Victor 2. Man, that's such a good piece of ice.
It really is.
He's going to click twice to get through. But there goes his whole turn.
I think Victor 2 is one of my favorite pieces of ice.
I personally think it's the best piece of ice in the game, actually.
That's a bold statement,
It's a
Jason.
bold statement. It's either that or Toll Booth for me.
I don't think I disagree with you.
It just for its cost.
It's so strong. Yeah. And for its cost.
And holy crap, is it annoying to break? Like when you have to actually go break it. Even if you have a torch out, it's $3. Mm-hmm. That's annoying. For $5, that's really a good deal.
There's not many big ice that res for the same cost as their strength.
Yeah. Yeah, and obviously as far as the 2.0s are concerned, it does have a double click and you can get through it.
But sometimes that's just as good.
Yeah, and unlike each year Heimdall, it's not as punishing, but it is still very strong. And for, like we said, for the $1, it's unmatched. So here we are, Jordan, just trying to kind of re-fortress up here.
Yep.
So
Josh installs a knight on the wall of static. He runs. He sees an enigma.
And
That'll
this
probably do it.
disparity of ice really frustrating a criminal opponent.
And here we see Jordan installs, gains a credit. He's going to use an ETF counter, I believe.
Yep.
And then a shipment from Samsan to score it out.
He did correct himself. He does have to advance.
Yep.
For a second click.
Making sure he's not... I think he's actually admonishing himself right there, if I believe.
Yeah, if
I remember correctly. He's admonishing himself, saying that he's playing a little sloppy there, but he corrects himself.
It's been a long day.
It's been a really long day. Jordan looks so tired after the game, too.
He did. We did an excellent interview with him, and he was a good sport about it.
Yep.
But you can see 2 things I want to talk about. One, revisiting the fact that Josh is having a real trouble with the smattering of ice. The size of ice that Jordan's playing is very frustrating to a deck like Josh's, where it's a lot of different types, and they're not too small, they're not too big. It's just right.
He's also not seeing any breakers, really.
Yeah, no, he's not. And
I think that Victor 2 especially will give him problems, because I know that Josh runs a Yogg in that deck, and I don't think he has another Code Gate breaker.
No, he does not.
And he does not have data suckers.
So it's going to have to be Knight.
It's going to have to be Knight.
Or clicks. I wanted to note that so not only the ice are frustrating, but we also want to go back to why did he score that efficiency committee out of hand like that? And it's clear now. His plan is to install advance using shipment from Sansan, a free agenda whenever he sees a 2 for 3.
Right, and I think that's really important to note because of account siphon. I mean, people complain about account siphon. Keeping a fast advance deck poor is generally a pretty good strategy. It's not that great of a strategy against this deck.
If you get the early efficiency committee. Now, we can go back to the point where we said we saw Josh run, and he used that sneak door on click 3. He could have possibly used it click 1, used it to much better advantage, and now he didn't really gain the advantage he needed to out of it.
Yeah, and especially with Gabe, you really need to get that early advantage because it gets harder for him as the game goes on.
It does. So, still just playing through. They're just kind of slowly walking through the motions. You can see Jordan got really low on credits, so he kind of slowed it all down. But here we are again, shipment from Sansan, Bob. Boom. Right there.
Accelerated beta test. He's not going to trigger it.
He doesn't need to at this point. He's 1, 2 for 3. He's any agenda draw away from winning outside of an efficiency committee, which we actually know is sitting in his hand right now.
Yep. Josh, Dirty Laundry's R&D, doesn't see anything, but gains some money. I think another good point, too, is Jordan is really effectively shut off HQ from Josh right now, and Gabe is not spitting out the money that he normally does.
No, he's not happy about it.
I mean, Gabe normally has money in spades, and he's just not seeing that big economy boost that he normally does. It's because of he's cut off HQ. I think this is a good point for a good lesson for all the kids out there.
Good lesson.
Ice up your HQ against criminal.
Yeah, and 2 deep, not a problem.
Yeah.
While the knight inside job can exist, you still can't get through with the account siphon. And here you see him laying down double knights. That's going to be expensive.
6 to get through.
6 to get through those two, much less who knows what the front one is.
That's true.
He's going to blind siphon here.
And it's a roto-turret.
Into a roto-turret, which he can ferry.
Yep.
But it does get rid of the ferry.
Which means he's probably not going to get back into that server for a while.
Yeah, and he only has 3 credits. So that means he's only taking 3 credits, even though he's spending 6 to get through. So he's going to break even on the account siphon.
Yep.
But he says, I'm going to keep you poor, and we're going to see what we do from there.
Mm-hmm.
And then here we go. Jordan going through the motions.
And this is pretty much it, folks. This is game. Josh knows it. He's cleaning up. Shimmies from San
Bam.
into the beta test.
And so there it is, guys.
That's a fast deck.
I mean, HP Fast Advance. It was around since the beginning. Still getting stronger with the shipments.
Yep.
The economy is just stout. It's so easy to make money in engineering the future with Adonis, with the cards that support it.
Absolutely.
Plus, he's got the free advance outs once you score an efficiency committee. Very good job by Jordan. And great job by Josh. Both of them played a really long day, and to get to this point was really fantastic.
Yeah. So congratulations to Jordan. He is the Region 2 champion, one of the Region 2 champions.
Yep.
There'll be another one in San Rafael. Also, if you want to check out Jordan's decks, he did a great tournament report on our website that has all of his decks.
Kind of a synopsis.
Yeah, synopsis of his decks and how he likes to play them and how he built them. It was a good article. So check that out if you want to see more about that. I'm sure Josh's decks are also available on our tournament report.
That's right.
So you can check those out.
And so thanks a lot for stopping by, and we'll see you next time for another video commentary.
Absolutely. Bye-bye, guys.
Bye.